Well, all right, everybody. Wow, I'm hearing an echo. Hope you guys aren't. I am still waiting for Chaotic to make it back from work. He's on his way, so he'll be a few minutes late. But figured I'd get this party started. Let me see if I can change the volume on this because this is sounding weird to me. Check one. That's better. There we go. All right. Rich Wadello says it sounds good. That's good for me. Let me go ahead and welcome everybody. Let me go up the list here, see who's here, who's not. Ba, 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 ba. Where the hell is the chat on this? That is weird. Oh, comments. It's been a while since I've used this. Not much news to talk about. All right, so I've got Rebel 1, Mike Hawk Hertz, Little Alien, Brooklyn Mayhan, Rascal, Sheffy Guy, Ritual Dello. I think I said Mike Hawk Hertz. I did. Going down the list, MSU Rich. Scrolling. All right, that's all I'm seeing in the chat right now. Good to see everybody. Let's see. Oh, I saw Ringer Steve on here as well. So I must have missed that one over on this side. How did I miss that? Don't know. So if you didn't catch the chat in there earlier, let's see. I got Bobby1ALU. Good to see you. So, yeah, I'm going to try not to swear. My grandkids watch this from time to time, and I'm going to see what I can do about that. Wish me luck. So, tonight's show is going to be all news, no gaming. Part of that, and we'll talk about that in a second here, is what the heck happened to me in the last 4 weeks, and we'll cover that in a minute. I'm just trying to see how close Brian is. It's 5 minutes. I don't burn that much time because we got a lot to talk about. Let me see if I can start throwing up some hellos in here and stuff. Pardon me, it's hard for me to manage the show right now with everything going on with my right hand. We'll talk about that, like I said, in a minute. Let me get a few more of these on here. I do know that anybody who's in here is not watching Nerd Lounge Master's show, and well, just want to let you know, we saw the overlap today on our shows, and we're going to talk about not overlapping. So that's what we're going to talk about in the near future, how we can, kind of give room for each show. So working on that. The Todd Lounge. There you go. Rich Wadello says, I'm rocking that shirt. Yeah, some close friend of mine gave that to me. For those who don't know, that's Rich Wadello who gave it to me. So good to see everybody here in the chat. Shotgun Sean, you're always welcome to join the show anytime you want. I'll send the invite right now. Tote Lounge. Ouch. I gotta make some room here. All right, let's see. It is an awesome shirt. I love it. I've seen it in many places. It's really cool. So I love mashups like that. I've got some other mashup shirts where it kind of mixes up Pokemon and Legend of Zelda and stuff like that. And that's the kind of memes I like. You mash things up like that. So let's go ahead and get on to why I'm having difficulty producing this show or managing the show. So I'm going to hop over to the screen sharing and share a little bit. So on Easter Sunday, my wife and I were out of town and got in a horrible car accident. All airbags deployed. Impact was at 50 miles an hour. Not my fault, but it messed us up. I'm still dealing with back issues. That's my minor issue, believe it or not, back and neck. My wife is dealing with her back as well as her knee and some other issues. In fact, I start physical therapy tomorrow. Some of you may notice I've got something on my hand here. And what the heck? Let's talk about it. So this is what happened to me. These photographs, you can actually see part of the airbag in one of them. This was what my thumb looked like after the impact. So that's after all the smoke cleared inside the car, because deployed airbags make a horrible, thick, misty situation. Ugh, I thought the car was on fire, to be honest with you. But that was my thumb, and yeah, I thought it was from holding on to the steering wheel, and I thought through the accident many times since that, and I actually went to hit the horn to try to get the guy to get the hell out of the way. And so it was the airbag from the steering wheel that did that to my thumb. Oh, saved my life, I'm sure. So I can't argue with what happened. Yeah, no, no, no. I saw it happening. I was going through an intersection, probably 55 miles an hour. I had the green light, and then somebody turned left in front of me from the opposite direction, and impact. I mean, I had 10 feet to react, maybe. So impact was about 50 miles an hour, and yeah, it was ugly. Oh, you guys. So yeah, that's that. So that's my primary hand. So writing, typing, you use your imagination. But it's been hell for the last 4 weeks. And oh, you you saw it on the screen there, the collision detection. Yeah, the car actually did what it's supposed to. When we had the collision, the SOS, they called me. It came on in the speakers and was like, "Hey, did you have an accident?" Yes, yes, I did. They contacted the police, the emergency medical, stuff, and there's cops and ambulances there pretty quick. So that all worked well. Matter of fact, my insurance company called me on my phone because I have Drive and Save with State Farm, and that also did the collision detection. Oh, and last but not least, yeah, I think there's another photo I might have. I may have skipped it, but the bruising at the bottom there, and it's still there, was really bad. Little alien, it was really, really bad. So let me see, what's the next slide? Now the next slide basically shows where after they reset it, I had that big badass splint there on the left, and then after finally meeting with a hand specialist after about 3 weeks, because hand specialists apparently live on Mount Olympus and are hard to reach. So they got me. I have a custom fit splint now. That thumb is locked in a at least parallel position to my forefingers so that I can't bend it up. So that's what is going on there. What are you trying to do, Sean? How are you trying to multitask? Let's do I think the next slide is actually something different, so we won't go that far. Let me take a peek at it myself. Next slide. Yep, that is regarding our topics. So we'll just stay there for a second. And we won't. We'll just go back to me, me, me. But yeah, so, and the reason there's pink Velcro on here is my granddaughter loves it. It matches the guitar that I set up or purchased and rebuilt for my grandkids. So I wear that for my granddaughter. It makes her smile every morning. Yeah, so that was it. I still got big problems under here. That's all hard, and I don't know. We don't even know what the hell that is going on there. The weird part was I went and saw a hand specialist, and after all that time to see a hand specialist, they look at my X-rays, poke around on my hand, and tell me, I'm not exactly sure here. Then they speculate, and what they speculate is this thing called the volar plate in here, which normally the volar plate injuries on any other finger, they're right in line. It doesn't hurt things so bad, but volar plate detachment in the webbing there is rare. So at this point, they're locking me in place, hoping that it heals itself, I've already had one miracle this year, getting my hearing back after 100% hearing loss. So, not sure how many more I'm allowed to ask for in a given year, but we will see. So that's what's going on there. Now, Little Alien, you said you can do that to your thumb, and other people told me that before. I believe that happens to people who have had their volar plate disconnected through an accident and or some other madness. So Sean has got this really I don't want to say, boner for me having amputations. So I'm not sure what it is. I'm glad he's not my doctor. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Older we get, the more the doctors speculate. Have no idea. Yeah. And then when I Googled it, literally I saw stuff about how weird it was and how rare. And I saw photographs of the surgery I may have to have, and whew, it is ugly, 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 ugly. But so yeah, this has affected me in many ways. I can't type with this. I can't write, because it puts pressure on it. I can't play guitar. I can't use video game controllers because I cannot do that whole thumbstick over there. I literally did 10 hours of testing for a company last week, and it was a first-person shooter. And yeah, I was trying to use like my pointer finger on the, on this, and then when I went to shoot, I would move this thumb over to here to, rotate and everything, and then use my finger here to. It was a mess. Hurt like hell too because I kept stretching out. This is before I got this splint. Kept stretching the hell out of it, and not fun. But when companies are paying you to test their products, you do the best you can. Dr. Shotgun Sean. That would be interesting. I agree with you, man. I'm not sure I would either. So that's what's that. In terms of what Scott's been playing this week, I can't tell you about the one game because it's under NDA. I don't even know its real name anyway. But it was a great team-based game and had a blast with it. I tested on the PS5. But other than that, it has just been gaming on my phone. Anything that only takes one or two fingers to do. So yeah, Super Mario Run has been my gaming for the last week or so. Not a good time. But let's see here. We are now at 9:45. Still waiting on Chaotic. Hope they can join. Sheffy, I've had 9 X-rays so far in the last 4 weeks. They did it at the emergency room. Everything looked good at the time. And so their big thing was to get it out of that position. When I showed you those photos of the thumb, that was locked in place. I could not move that in the least. It was dislocated and jammed. So that is what it was. And I had to wait until they gave me some local anesthesia and then pulled it forward and moved it back to the right to pop it in place. And those x-rays before and after looked good. They didn't show a break, no fractures, but that's bones. This volar plate I'm speaking of is part of the ligament structure, as well as some other ligaments that are all around that whole thing. So I've had x-rays before, after, when I went to the specialist, and yeah, at this point, if it doesn't heal, by locking it in place and doing physical therapy, then I have to get an MRI, and then, if we can't heal this thing in a couple of months, then I get to tear it open and sew it all back together. So yeah, not digging that at all. I never said it was GTA 6. I never said it wasn't. You do the math. Chaotic was playing an interesting shooter in Milwaukee, only had one button, no joystick. And that brings up a point. I was thinking about getting those fight sticks, getting one of those, and at least I could use the joystick and then the buttons. Very similar to arcade machines, which I actually can play because those are left joystick, and then buttons that I can use on my right. So that's one thing I've been considering doing. Been spending a crap ton of time working on the OTG pinball build, playlists, new videos. I loved the baller installer. That whole thing, once I had that OTG working, was wonderful. Yeah, Pixelate Traveler, it's been a fun time. And like I said, think about what you use your primary hand for all the time. I can't even cut my own food at this point because I can't hold the fork or the knife with this without killing it. Finished Dragon Quest 1 through 3. Nice. Those are great games. Love the Dragon Quests and the Final Fantasies. Oh, good start to the series. The Mets needed a win. They left no doubt with an empathetic 8-0 victory over the... Oh, I missed it. All right. Here he comes. Without further ado... There we go, man.
Hey. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, Rebel, believe it or not, I've thought about many things to possibly 3D print. I was literally going to 3D print a guitar pick that would use my 2 fingers here and be able to strum like that, possibly. I was going all over hell in creation trying to figure this out. So, yeah.
Oh, man. Sorry about being a little late, man.
It happens.
We started music trivia or some karaoke trivia. I don't know what it is. And we had to stay a little late, so.
No worries, man. So, Richard Waddell, yeah. I mean, there's always the stranger. I mean, Oh, wait.
I prefer the stranger. Well, I'm too familiar.
Oh, man. So, bunch of hellos coming at you.
Hey, guys. Thank y'all for the love.
Afraid of 3D printing, afraid it'll never stop. Filaments aren't that bad. I mean, I get my filaments at less than $15 a spool because I always catch them on sale.
Mine's about 18.
Yeah. And then, depending upon what you do, my spools last a long time. It all depends on the designs you're using.
I haven't run out a single one yet, and I've been printing like a madman.
I've gone nuts. Everything around here is 3D printed. But
let me look at my stats on my machine.
Mine are insane. Let's see. Let me launch.
I have printed 42 things. I've used 3 kilograms of filament, 140 hours.
Yeah, I'm letting mine boot up here. I probably should.
Granted, I've had mine for what, 3-4 weeks, 5 weeks.
Oh, Rebel, yeah, the Bamboo H2D, that is to die for. That is so damn killer. I mean, that's got what? Not just the lasers, so you can burn things. You've also got the, I think that does the multi-filament at the same time. I think like yours does. It's just incredible, but it's also like $2,000, I think. So can't go near it right now.
Yeah, I got mine for $269 or whatever.
Yeah, I think I ended up paying $700 for mine with the dual extruder. I do believe that is one of the features of the H2D.
Yeah, mine's
it is a beast.
Do 4.
All right, let me cancel this. I'm going to go to the device to see if my stats show up here. Print options, calibrations. I'd probably have to look at it through my actual app. I don't think.
Yeah, I was about to say. I went through my Slicer app and looked at my printer and looked at the information on there.
Yeah, I'm in the app, but I don't know where it's going to tell me that. To tell you the truth.
Jason is super easy to clean. Like mine, I just gotta put alcohol, like rubbing alcohol on the
bed,
bed, and then every like 2 to 3 months, I'm supposed to grease my Z-axis and my X-axis.
Yep.
So that it can go up and down and left and right.
Yeah, this ain't telling me stats on the computer one. Oh well, I know if I look at it from the front, it'll tell me everything about it. And there's
So
probably something here I'm missing. I know I've looked it up before and told people. I just have no earthly idea where that was, and I'm burning, valuable time here.
funny story. We were at the Midwest Gaming Classic this past week, right?
That was
Or
in
past
Michigan, right?
weekend. No,
No,
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. I know it had an I in there somewhere. MIWI. Just take the M, reverse
Yeah,
it.
and
It's a
flip it upside
W.
down. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
So we were going by a bunch of booths, like gaming booths, and like they had the giant cartridges of like Nintendo cartridges, Sega cartridges, and stuff that you can hang on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And Galaga Guy and Nerd Lounge Master 84, they're like, I'm gonna pick that up. I'm gonna buy that. And I was like, dude, that's $40. He goes, I know, but look how cool it looks. I was like, I can make it for you for about 10.
Have you seen all the files out there for the Yoshi popcorn holder?
Yeah.
Yeah, people just went nuts on that one.
Oh yeah. I've been asked to please make that twice. So, and I actually made my first sale too. Arc Raiders. Sean, you would know about this. Arc Raiders. There's a gun in the game called the Anvil. It's a hand cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Coworker of mine wanted 3 of them, so I printed up 3 of them. Gave me $100. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, and that maintenance you were talking about, I do the same thing. I actually got this cool little, like a pump bottle where you have the alcohol in it and you just push down on it. And I made the cool little holder for a whatchamacallit, for a lint-free rag to put on it, and
Yep.
kind of like a sanding block would be.
Yep.
I just do that every time. Get it off. As long as you do that every single time, you will avoid a hell of a lot of problems. That is one of the biggest things I learned is keep that damn thing clean,
Yep.
and alcohol after each print or before each print, whichever before after,
Yep.
is key to all of that. And
Yep.
yeah,
Bed adhesion is the big thing, because if your filament is not sticking to that bed while print's going on, that needle, the nozzle is going to end up touching it and then dragging it. And that's what happened to my latest print. So I gotta redo it.
man, this sucks. I can't get all those stats. Those stats are sitting on the control panel of my machine. I can't get them in the app because I know it is.
What do you use?
I,
Orchid
I'm,
slicer?
I think Orca's based on it. The Bamboo Studio.
Oh, okay. The Bamboo Studio. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to pull it off from a bamboo machine. Works
Yeah.
perfect. So
Yeah, Pixelated Traveler. I actually bought a crap load of super glue so I can do my bed adhesion for that.
super glue, or you talk about just glue sticks?
Glue sticks. This
Yeah.
super glue sticks or whatever.
Yeah, and you can get away with just using those purple ones that they sell at the dollar store. You don't need to buy the expensive shit.
Yeah.
All right, so now that you're here, we've gone over poor Scott's hand before you got here. Let's get to the rest of the news. We've got a lot to go over. We've already been 30 minutes in, and damn, the list of things to talk about is huge.
Ooh, hairspray for adhesion. That's.
I've heard about
pretty
that.
cool,
Yeah.
Interesting.
Since I've been managing humidity, not just in the basement, but I've got containers with the desiccant in it and stuff like that, and I even have a whatchamacallit, a dryer.
Yeah.
It's like a single fifth spool that I have I use to run my TPU in case I need to use TPU as a
Yeah,
single.
TPU is what's really important to use that stuff for.
Yeah, TPU is where you get into that, but and also with some of the more hard filaments,
PETG?
yeah. Well, PETG, I haven't had a problem. It's when you go to ABS.
ABS, yeah.
Yeah, the really gritty hard filaments is where I've had the issues with. All right, well, let's see. I actually produced half a decent show here. Let's see what happens. Let's get you added to there. There you are. So get past that. Get past those things. Are we ready to talk news?
Yeah, let's nudes. Yeah, let's talk nudes.
Nudes. All right. I mean, news. All right. Thank you for gifting those 20 memberships. I've been spending a lot of time, by the way, in the member classes. And so, I'm going to make some more value for these things. Definitely. Yeah. Well, one thing we might do is just end the show and then let the members come back stage for a few minutes for a little bit of extra stuff. Da, 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 da. So thank you
Nice.
again for those gifts. I also learned how to do some better things for emojis and stuff. It's I've been to a lot of classes with YouTube lately. They're really good about helping you out with that. Really
Good
quickly,
man.
what has Scott been watching? Because he has not been playing games. War Machine, I believe that's a movie. Is it on Prime or is that on Hulu? It's a very good movie with
I thought it was
who?
Netflix.
Maybe it wasn't no, Netflix. Maybe yes, it was. It was Netflix. With the guy who plays Reacher in the new
Yeah.
series. Yeah, great movie. It wasn't what I expected. Great movie. And we also watched the live version of How to Train Your Dragon with no grandkids around. It was just my wife and I,
What'd you
and
think?
we liked it. We totally did. It just like the live action version of
Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch. It took me a minute.
Yeah.
I had to stop trying to compare to the cartoon. I had to just throw it away and
Yep.
say same story, but it's just like we remake movies nowadays. Even live action to live action. I'm gonna go with it. So, but we watched that, and then the day that this happened, we were in Louisville in a movie theater watching the Hail Mary Project.
I haven't seen anything about that.
That's the one where he has to go out there and save the world and meets an alien.
Oh well, cool. I'll have
Dude,
to.
let's just
I've
say,
seen no advertising for it.
oh man, no, or Project Hail Mary is what it's called. Sorry, Project
Yeah.
Hail Mary. No, that is good shit. That is who's the star of that, guys? Throw
Is
that
it
out at
Ryan
me.
Gosling?
Yes,
Okay, I
best
think I
best
saw like a screenshot
best
of it.
work
I was like,
ever.
what is this?
Yeah. Shotgun Sean says he's watching Reacher, 3 episodes in. Yes, that is a good show. Totally enjoy that. Let's see what else. TV, we're burning through Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Loving this season.
Just started the new season last night.
Okay, you're gonna love it. I'm surprised you haven't just binged it. It is that good. For All Mankind, we started up again, and that's good. I can't wait to watch the spin-off show. Are you familiar with For All Mankind on Apple TV?
No, because
It
I
is
literally signed up for Apple TV for Monarch, so I have nothing, no idea.
For All Mankind, and we're in season 5 now or 4. I think it's 5. Is what would all of the history we know be like if we weren't the ones who landed on the moon first? If it was Russia, and how that impacts everything. One of the things I love is that between seasons they do these multi-year jumps, and they go ahead and show fake news stories of what happened in that 5 years or that 10 years and things like that. Stuff where people we know who have been assassinated are alive. And I love those. It's so quirky to go ahead and see, like, Michael Jackson with John Lennon or some shit. It's funny. But so For All Mankind just has taken that. We're up to like 2012 now, but they got a spin-off happening. Spin-off starts later, I think in May, where we're going to see the whole story again, but from the Russia side of things.
Oh, okay,
And
that's
and
interesting.
yeah, and there's been movies we've seen where they've done that, or TV shows where they show that each different episode shows a different point of view, things
Mhm.
like that. So that's looking forward to that. The Boys, loving this season. It really is going to
It's
wrap things up
it's the
well.
final season,
It's the
right?
final
It's
season. Yep.
all right. Yeah, I'm gonna jump in on that.
Daredevil Born Again. That is good stuff. Loving how that's going so far. And then Invincible, another animated show.
Yeah, I
That
love
one,
Invincible. I can't wait for the Invincible game.
yes, yeah, that's going to be good. That is going to be good. So that's what I've been doing. But let's get back into gaming now. So let's whip out. this slideshow I did. Are you able to control that on your side?
Yep.
You are. Cool. All right. So we got a whole bunch to talk about here, and this is actually mostly going to be arcade related. So wow.
So let me ask you: are you still under NDA?
I can say some things, I can't say others.
Okay.
So I can't give you any details as to this, but I'm very much aware of it, and it was happening during my time there. But so the short of it, Zen told us a few days ago that they've broken up with AtGames.
Yeah.
They are, they've taken their ball, they're going home, and both parties, both AtGames and Zen, have said we'll get some more information in the future. What does this mean? To the stuff you've already purchased, or this or that, and will there be updates? If Zen updates Kong, for instance, are they going to give that to AtGames? All of that is up in the air. I can speculate to high hell on it. What are your thoughts on this, Chaotic?
Um, I mean, it sucks. Number one, because that's one of the reasons why people bought the 4KP. It's technically probably the only reason why people bought the 4KP was
I
the fact
mean,
that
right up
being
there,
able.
the Adams family. That
Yeah,
was a big deal for Sean.
yeah.
So yeah, I get it.
So, so it sucks, but then again, it was a lot of headaches too with the flipper lag for 6 months dealing with that. Got that fixed, but then games weren't being as advertised 4K. Um, sometimes it was 1440p, sometimes it was 1260. It
Hmm.
just
Yep.
yeah, just games weren't up to snuff. As you would expect them to be on a 4K machine that's capable of pushing out 4K.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it is what it is, man.
There were a lot
Honestly,
of moving parts in this.
yeah,
A lot of it was the engine that Zen chose to use.
which is unreal, right?
It's unreal. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So yeah, there was porting going on there. It wasn't just a drag and drop.
right,
I
right. It was,
mean,
it was a lot of work.
I remember the first ones I got were literal APK files, and if anybody plays with non-Apple, you know what an APK file is. It's
Yeah,
basically an Android package. So it started out that way, then it went a different direction. Assistance was needed in porting. It Whether it be the engine or the hardware, we couldn't get 4K out of it. There was just so much stuff. P Dub says we got a raid coming in. Woot, woot,
hey
woot.
guys, hey guys, thank y'all for joining us, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, thank you. Love raids. I remember when they first started implementing that. That was cool.
Yeah,
So, but there was also dollars and cents involved. I can't go into details, but there's significant effort importing a table from Pinball FX in its native format over to the AtGames hardware and software.
right.
So it wasn't. It's not just drag and drop. It wasn't just here's this cool AI stuff you created to convert. It required work. So yeah, where I think this is going to go, I th- I don't know if Zen's going to want to put any effort into migrating updates.
No,
I
no.
think I think it's basically you have what you have at this point.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, they're abandoning the platform, just like they're abandoning their mobile platform.
Hmm.
Um, and they've moved away from their classic series FX3 and everything like that. Elm is becoming a midnight. FX is
Well, I thought
FX.
M just became part of FX.
Yeah, but they're calling it Pinball Midnight FX Midnight.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, it's there's a lot of restructuring. They lost like 30 something employees.
Well, everybody in software development has had that problem.
Yeah.
Especially in the pinball arena, believe it or not, that has taken a harder hit, in terms of percentages in all of these development firms than any other video game industry, period.
Yeah.
By the way, we have a guest in here. I told you guys earlier that Nerd Lounge Master and I had talked about the fact that, oh my gosh, we overlapped shows today. And I give him an open invite to come here and hang with us. And presto changeo, then there were three.
Then there were three. Chaotic, good to see you, buddy. Rascal, good to see you as always. How you doing, man? I have checked out like your updates and whatnot on Facebook and everything. How's it going, man?
It's going. I mean, I am in a splint, a custom-made splint for me
Oh
from
wow.
one of those sports. I'm literally going to the UK, University of Kentucky sports medicine place to have this looked at and maintained. So,
Wow. Good luck, man. I hope it heals quickly for you.
me too. It's been 4 weeks of not being able to write. I hated when I went to the doctors, and what did they do? They gave me that damn clipboard
Yeah.
asking you all the questions you already told them the answers to on the phone. You made the damn appointment, and I can't write.
Uh,
Yeah, I
uh,
can't play video games because, as you can see, this sucks for this because
oh, poor guy, man.
I can't play guitar. Yep, I can't even hitchhike. It's hell,
Oh, man.
but I'm getting by. So,
Well,
Yeah.
but
I've been lifting you up in prayers, dude. So I hope it goes well for you, my friend.
appreciate it, man. I already had one miracle this year with the hearing loss that came back. I don't know how many more I'm allowed. I think I actually saw somebody say I'm a cat because I have 9 lives, and I replied, I don't know how many I've got left. I'm trying my best. But so, how did your show go?
Good, good. I had Fat Hog come in, he's a regular as well, and actually had P Dubs on for a while, so we had some fun. So
Nice.
yeah,
Good
and
stuff,
sent
man.
everybody here after the show. It looks like we got a little bit of a raid for you, so I want to make sure to send them over here for that's for sure.
Appreciate that. Yeah, and like I told everybody, you and I will figure something out. Because I don't want to affect you. I don't want you to affect
Same
me.
here. Same
So
here.
yeah, so it wasn't intentional, guys. It happened, and this isn't like broadcast TV. You don't get 8 to 9, 9 to 10, blah blah blah. It's the Wild West, but we're going to figure out how to make that work. So
Absolutely.
coolness, and to be honest, I haven't streamed weekly nor regularly this year because of all the damn shit I've been going through. Oh, I swore. I said I wasn't going to swear.
Uh
I
oh.
swore.
Put money in the swear jar.
I know. Well, my daughter says my grandkids aren't watching right now, so I'm semi-safe. So, well, let's
Uh,
get back into the news, man. You jumped in when we were just talking
yep,
about
yep.
the Zen announcement, and yeah. So we'll see where this comes out. I don't see anything more happening. I think it's dead. You have what you have on your 4KP. They won't take it away. But
You're
speaking,
you're confident of that. You are confident that they're not going to take it away.
I don't think so. I mean, we've had issues where games get delisted on other platforms, and you got them, you get to keep them, kind of thing.
Yep.
Matter of fact, let's go. I'll hit the next slide here myself. Chaotic. I can almost do that. I'm having to use a left-hand mouse.
Oh wow.
I know.
Well,
So,
good news is I can help you. So just let me know.
so speaking of content getting delisted and stuff, and this comes right in with the whole Zen thing, because this was actually announced by both Zen and AtGames. You have until April 30th to purchase World Cup Soccer if you want it. And by the
Wow. Two
way,
days.
you want it. This is a killer table.
Yep.
Love this. Actually, both the soccer tables that we had gotten, were great. So yeah, I think it was on sale on Switch and maybe Steam,
Yeah,
but
Steam. It's like $3.
yeah. So I'll wait. Just go buy it now.
Yeah.
You'll thank me for it. All right. If not, it's $3. We'll each chip at $1 and mail it to you. Okay. Satisfaction guaranteed. But yeah, definitely don't miss out on that. You've got 2 more days. Go grab it on whatever platform or all platforms because the Pinball FX tables are not cross-platform. You buy it on Steam, you don't get it on Xbox, you don't get it on Switch. Yeah, so go get it everywhere.
Yeah. So, Rascal, do you think, to answer Bobby's question here, do you think they'll
Okay.
continue to have the packs that are already available on the AtGames 4KP? Are they going to stay there for purchase?
I have no inside knowledge on this. I am going to assume no.
Yeah.
But it could go either way. I mean, if Zen is making residuals on this, I don't see a reason why not to. I mean,
Right. Like, just keep,
it's
just keep it
free
there.
money. Let's say these packs cost what? I think they're 20, 25.
That's
Or
between 10 to 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's say it's a $10 table, or in case of Indiana Jones, 15, I believe, is because those were premiums.
Yeah.
Let's say they're getting even just a damn dollar out of it.
Yeah.
It's $1 for something you've already done.
Yeah.
If,
I mean,
if
they've
that-
already done all the porting, so why don't we just keep it there?
yeah,
What else
if
are we gonna do, throw it away?
if it was my licenses and my games, I'd let them sell the hell out of it if they're going to give me money for it.
Yeah,
Or at
that's-
least keep them on there until the actual license runs out, kind of like
Yeah.
World Cup soccer.
Yep. So that's my take on it. What do you guys think?
I mean,
I think. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Todd. No, Todd, you go ahead, man. You're the guest.
No. I honestly think that they're gonna come out with a day and say, if you want to buy Zen, buy it to this point, and then it's gonna get off of your machines. It's gonna get off of any website. You're just never gonna see it. So, I think we're gonna have a set day, and then it's just gonna be done. I think they're just cutting complete ties on it. Is my honest opinion.
I would tend to agree. Another thing that's leading me to this, shit, that's like 2 bullets down. What the hell? Let's jump
Let's do
around.
it. Let's do it.
Next
Jump
slide
around.
for me, Brian.
Yep, gotcha.
So these are two things, and we'll go backwards. That one on the right, universal packs. This is
You know this very well.
extremely well. This is going to be, I think, cool. All right, and I hate to say for somebody who fired me, but some of the things we're talking about tonight, I think are cool.
Yes.
The universal packs. If you bought back in the day, you bought the 4K version of, I don't know, one of the Magic Pixel packs, and then you bought it on HD. You owned 2 licenses, but only one per platform.
Right.
What they're going to do now is merge them together, so that now if you had Dinosaur Dynasty on 4K and Dinosaur Dynasty on HD, boom, you have Dinosaur Dynasty and you have 2 licenses now. That's set to your Legends ID and will work cross-platform. I like it. And then they said this other weird thing. This was unexpected to me. With your extra licenses, you may gift them or share them with somebody else.
Wow.
So say I owned 3 licenses of whatever the packs are that had Dinosaur Dynasty 2 in it. What were those called again, that pack?
The natural history.
Natural History.
Yeah.
So say you had with the Natural History 3 pack or whatever, 2 pack. You had it on both platforms. Now you have 2 licenses. Well, darn it, I could give that away on the show from my second license and let somebody else, take advantage of that.
Yeah.
I think it's cool shit. Don't know how they're going to do it because it was not fun in the past when we had universal packs that changed over and over again.
Yeah.
That was a
I
customer
remember-
service nightmare.
I remember dealing with this with you. I was like, hey man, help me out. This customer's got I never heard of this too. I was like, universal pack for it was like the
Taito.
Taito.
Yeah, Taito.
Yeah, Taito.
That went three times. That changed. Those
Yeah,
times.
so he had the OG original pack, which is now which has been delisted. So basically, you had to cut off that code and send him a brand new code, which also had different tables in that pack for them as well. So he also got new
Well,
tables.
that got really funky with the other packs, the Magic Pixel and the Gottlieb packs.
Yep.
That got nuts because, like you said, they totally switched what tables were in what. When they split 4 volumes into 10 packs, that went crazy because you owned volume 1 that had 4 tables in it, but 3 of those are in pack 1, and that other one is in pack 4 with 2 other tables. It was bonker stuff. So this is really, it's probably going to make it easier for them, I
Yeah.
believe.
Well, now that they swapped it from volume packs and 4 tables in a pack, now it's single packs.
Yep. Single
Everything in
tables.
single packs. I think that's going to make it super easy.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So that's going to
and
be
what-
good.
And to gift a pack, what Jason's saying is guaranteed it's going to be. That's the way it's going to be. Is if you want to gift a table to somebody else, you're going to have to email AtGames, their customer service, in other words, create a ticket with the new owner's email and the UUID as well. With your
Wow.
request.
Probably. I don't know if it'd be UUID because that is specific. It's like locking to device, which is something.
Or maybe
that
they're
kinda-
Legends
kinda
ID.
Legends ID. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, another thing that this is kind of leading me to roll back into the Zen thing is all the announcements that we're going to talk about. They've mentioned Farsight and Magic Pixel. They have not mentioned anything about Zen
Yeah.
on these other announcements we're going to talk about. And think about what tables do work cross-platform already. Magic Pixel and Farsight, for the most cases. I do know there were
the newer ones don't work on say
the newer ones
ALU.
don't. Yeah. So,
So
well,
you
I'm
couldn't
talking
get
Legends.
rare
I'm,
on
I'm just talking about
ALU.
Legends Pinball,
Right.
not the stuff that doesn't work on the ALU and ALU Mini. That's a cutoff. But anything that was released that that works between the 3399 and the what the hell was the chip inside the 4K?
3359.
I don't remember. Okay, maybe I'm mixing up the 2 processors, but those were all already available on both platforms. So, and now that we're going to have the universal packs and other things like this,
3588.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jason knows.
Rock chip.
3588, correct.
Yep.
Good
Thank you,
job,
buddy.
Jason. Yeah, the RK 3588. And right now the regular ALPs were 3399s, and before that the other ones were even lower number, the ALUs and stuff. So that's where they kind of drew the line. And then they also, even though the Legends, what is the puck? God, the Gamer Max or Core Max.
Core Max
The
Pro.
Legends Core Max is the same processor as a ALP. A decision was made: pinball products for pinball machines. I kind of get it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in the past, Gamer Fridge, ALU was part of the Universal packs. I don't know how that's going to go with the pinball packs. I really don't.
Yeah.
Because they, like I said, they drew the line that pinball packs were for pinball machines, and I'm not against it. Although the fact that you have pinball buttons on your ALU kind of says, well, no, that's a different story, Scott. But I kind of get it. Now,
Yeah, well, it was a different resolution because you still had the room that was, if you played a pinball table on the ALU, you would see the room around the table
yeah,
while you played because it was a different resolution. So
unless you were on an ALU Mini and you had it in portrait mode.
yeah, there you go.
Dun dun dun.
Ta-ta.
So, again, this kind of wraps up all of the Zen and the PAX thing until we talk about some more hardware, which I don't have a slide for, but I did my best, man. This one on the left here, something exciting is on the way. They actually announced that a few days later.
Yeah.
2 new 4K skins and a restock. The 2 skins, if I'm correct, are Space Invaders and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get a restock of the Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, Scott, because
Mhm.
why would if the Zen license is over, right? Why are they bringing out more 4KPs?
Well, I mean, you've got the AtGames originals, and actually, those have
They
come
look
out
beautiful,
with
right?
great reception.
Yes.
That police one, I mean, a banger. The one with the firefighters,
Firefighters. Yep.
awesome. I still talk with the producer of those games often.
Scott Sheldon. Yeah.
Yes, and just great stuff. So, I mean, those are good tables. And if Farsight is going to be porting their tables for other things, which was a shocker to me as well, because they had lost their development staff a while ago. There were patches that I wanted for a bunch of the Farsight tables that could never happen. I was lucky that I got the what were those, the bullets fixed on, which one was that one?
Centigrade or
No,
no?
it goes 3, 2, 1 draw.
Oh God, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's based on poker.
Yeah, yeah. A pistol
Yes,
poker.
yes, pistol poker. I was lucky to get that fixed because that was something that happened. Worked on some platforms and not on others. So the fact that Farsight is back in the game, they've got other tables that were never released to AtGames platforms.
Really?
So if they, oh yes, they have a good deal of games left.
Hmm.
So
Interesting.
if they decide to develop or port, that could be in some more tables.
Yeah.
And the Farsight tables were actually quite fun. I mean, class of 1812. That
Yeah. That's one
was
of my favorites.
one of the
Yeah.
faves.
Yeah.
Everyone loved that game. So I mean, I I think there's potential here. Now, which of these universal packs are going to be coming out? Again, my bets on Farsight, Magic Pixel, and of course the AtGames originals, which were developed by Magic
Yeah.
Pixel. So those are naturals.
I just figured, since they brought out the HDP, I figured they would just make more HDP skins like the Space Invaders and maybe even Sea of Thieves, and stop with the 4K P because that 4K screen was more expensive possibly than the 1080p. The bigger back box with the bigger back
Yeah.
glass, I figured that was more expensive. So I was like, why are they bringing out more skins
Yeah.
and there not be a Zen table or anything
And
like that?
my question also is, have they even sold what they have? You know what I mean? Like you're adding 2 new reskins here,
Yeah,
and
I'm not
have
sure
you
of
even
that.
sold the ones that you have piled up somewhere?
Yeah.
Hey, MG, good to see you, buddy. So I just did a quick Google search because if you count your tables on your pinball machine, I believe Farsight only has 22.
Really?
Is that how many we have?
Yep. Because we had
So,
four packs and there's 5 or 6 tables in each pack. Yeah.
according to Copilot, Gottlieb produced 632 machines during its active years.
That's correct.
So, doing the math, there's about 600 more tables we could get that they own license to, should they decide to develop it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yep, and there's some good ones too. I
there
know
are some
they
great
had
ones.
what Big Thomas's Big Hurts pinball.
Yes,
They had that tested on there before
yep.
because I've seen the leaderboard.
That's still
on
hard to get on
AtGames site.
VPX, isn't it?
Huh?
Is that table still hard to get on VPX? Because it was made and then was pulled, and I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know. I
that's
haven't
still
looked it
out
up.
there.
I remember seeing it on the AtGames leaderboards though before.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Serpent Star. Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm looking at tables here. I just did it. We've got barbed wire. That's a Gottlieb table. Big Hurt, like you said. Stargate.
Cahock's
Shack
throwing some
Attack.
out.
And by the way, one of the ones we do have, Rescue 911, also a banger.
Yes.
Love that one.
we got Surf and Safari, Hollywood Heat.
Let's see. Genesis. It's okay. But yeah, there's a ton on here. Bounty Hunter.
I mean, I know we're not getting Super Mario, but hey, that's a Gottlieb table.
Technically, it is. It is. But that'd be a tough license to get your hands on.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Definitely. So there's so much that could be had here. So I'm hoping. I really am. Because all I've got is an HD, the original ALP, and I'd love to get some more content for it.
this is a good
Absolutely.
thing from Little Jason Whalen. They're hoping that opening support with VPX standalone that is going to help sell the $2,000 machines. Guess we'll see how that turns out for them.
Well, geez. Go ahead. Go to the next slide.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Important update. What used to be $100 each. I remember back when they were $50 each. I remember when they were buy one, get one free.
Yep.
A lot of this stuff, trust me, I had to work on the back end code. So yeah, but I'm not sure I agree with this.
No.
Why even like? Are you just like? It seems to me, and it just seems like to me it's a money grab more than anything. Like you why?
Well, I mean, there's various reasons for this. Some of them revolved around things that Zen wanted.
Yep.
Some revolved around things that retailers wanted, and so on and so forth. Some people have a hard line in the sand about being associated with anything that can be considered piracy.
Yeah.
So to go ahead and offer a machine that had neither of these two features made sure you were on that hard, on the far left of the piracy line in the sand.
Yeah.
And again, it depends on how you view these things, but damn straight, a VPX table of Big Hurt is not getting the license money over to who owns the license. So.
For sure.
But whether you are doing that with, and I'm not saying anything bad about any platform, but whether you do that on VPX standalone or you do that on VPX with an OTG, which is both sides of this equation, either way, the hard line in the sand on that one is it is piracy. So, or is it archiving? Yeah, okay, we won't have that discussion tonight. If people don't already have OTG, they're likely not going to run and get it now.
Yeah.
True. And this kicks in tomorrow.
So if you don't have OTG on your 4KP, get it now.
Exactly. Go
Because
ahead
it's gonna go
and
up to $200
before tomorrow, save yourself $100. Go get OTG now. If all you're interested in is external applications, just hold your breath for a day. You'll get it for free.
Yep.
I wonder though. They're saying it's external applications is $0. Are they going to change the firmware so it's built in, or are they going to make you purchase it for $0? Honestly, I think the easy part would be make you purchase it for $0, and
Yeah.
it goes through the current mechanism, and you don't have to recode
Activates
things.
it. Yeah.
Right. Because y'all can just reprice things on the,
I mean,
on the whim.
Steam lets me get things for free all the time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whether those are coupon codes or whether there's another one that's actually on our list here. We'll talk about that. God, I made a hell of a list. You don't see the list here, Todd, but I went to town on the show notes. So let's see where we're at. Okay. Now this led to something else, and damn it, I don't have a slide for that. I don't think. Shortly after this announcement, the VPX standalone team kind of made their own statement.
Yeah.
And
Next
that
slide.
statement is kind of like, well, you're not paying for external applications anymore. So, golly gee, this is almost a different, version of the Wild Wild West. We've gone back in time. We stepped on a butterfly, and now it's different.
Yep.
So the way I read it is that the team is like, you know what? This is going to come out of beta. It's going to
Yep.
be available.
Yep.
We ain't charging for it, of course.
Right.
It's a labor of love, and boom, you can use it. It reminds me, and I was back on the team of the day, of CoinOps X. We put that thing together, labor of love, way too many hours at night. Oh God, that was thousands of hours of our lives. But we did that, and it was for free. You used it on something that at the time wasn't charging you to use that feature,
Hmm.
because that was USB sticks and an ALU. That was advertised. Hell,
Hmm.
that's why I bought the damn thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Open source. That's yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely.
So I think this is going well, and whoever said it on here, that is this. I think Jason did that. Could this potentially sell more units for at games?
I mean,
Uh,
it's yeah, like you said, it's going back in time. You remember when the ALU first came out? It
yeah.
was all about here community. What can you build from this? And what can you
Yeah.
design from this?
Well, I mean, even in
And
the beginning, you could buy a $29 dongle from AtGames, stick it in there, and have Pac-Man,
yep,
Galaga, and all this other stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite attachments. Matter of fact, I think that is still, yes, that is still in the HDMI port of my ALU. It stays there forever.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to have good things for that community, but for somebody who wants the full 4K, the big breadth of the library available out there on VPX, on FP, God, that's still good stuff. And then you've got, I own Pinball FX. You know, now that's going to be a negative thing. And, hey, was this to spite Zen? Huh.
Hmm.
that's fun. That's funny because actually
I
James
didn't
hates
think about that
everything.
till right now. That is
Yeah,
spontaneous.
Yeah.
James hates everything. Said that last night. He goes, "This is a big fu to Zen right here. If you want to play Pinball FX, go OTG. Go ahead and pay that money.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
I did not think about it that way until now. Wow.
if you want to enjoy free community built tables via VPX, and we know that Zen hates the fact that VPX exists and that it's out there. Don't pay anything and do it for free. Just stick a thumb drive in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's funny how the tables turn.
Hmm.
Back then, uh, you know, external applications was a mystery. I've seen the SDK. I don't think I wrote. I corrected some of it, but that was never released. That was
Mm.
never given out to devs, and the VPX standalone team, is, with help from others, got together and figured that out.
Yep.
And
And
kudos to them.
and from what I understand, AtGames is actually embracing the VPX standalone thing, and actually currently working with them.
I have not
Interesting.
heard that, but I would believe it. There were many parties that we spoke to from At Games when it came to pinball tables. I recall reaching out to folks in the community who actually made tables. I won't name their names, but we literally reached out and talked about having them develop tables for At Games.
Yep.
So, yeah, I can see that. Hey, Michael B., good to see you. At Games has agreed to certain parameters, VPX, that hopefully flesh out. Yeah, there were lots of talks back in the day. So, still not agreeing with the $200 for OTG.
No,
I,
that
I
should be
think I think
free.
that's
Because the only reason it existed back then was because of tariffs and people wanted the machines cheaper, right?
Yeah.
That was the reasoning,
no.
right?
Remember, retailers also.
Yeah, and retailers, yeah,
Yeah, because that was one of the things that certain retailers even did back in the ALU days, was trying to
worried about piracy,
separate
yeah,
themselves from that.
right.
Hence why the ALU HD is where the line was drawn. That was the new version of the ALU, and OTG was not part of it. The
Gotcha.
standard machine being purchased either from a online retailer or a brick and mortar one did not give you the ability to do that.
Gotcha.
So you could you Mr. Retailer could sleep at night knowing the machine you sold as it was in the box could not do that.
Yeah, I got you.
So,
Wow.
and you think about it, these retailers also have relationships with other companies that may own stock or whatever, have a financial interest in other video game things that you're not even aware of that they're involved in. There may be a coffee company that owns a 5% stake in the license holder for Space Invaders. Who knows? So, yeah. That's that. Let's see. Michael says, so PK told me it doesn't hold water with me. Did you hear that directly or from the company line? Okay. Yeah, I haven't talked to PK, so I don't know. So that is that. But that brings us to something else that we do not, and that is the new 4K EX platform. So that is the latest, well, not the latest, but a enhanced Snapdragon processor, getting away from the rock chip, and that is a 144 hertz screen.
Right.
So, and again, this is something that's been. We looked at all these options. We always looked at options when we were going down the product line as to what's the next. We talked about three different future devices in series back in the day. So it's not. This doesn't surprise me. We had a 5-year plan when it came to hardware. So this was in it, and it's interesting, but part of me thinks this is a little too late because I can't find Zen in a product like this.
Yeah.
Right. If this product was already in development before Zen was even signed on dotted line, I think it would have been like a match made in heaven.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
It was a timing thing.
Yeah.
This wasn't available at the time when the Zen relationship was established. So then everything had to be, I don't want to say jury rigged, but, had to go within the restrictions of what you had.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now the one neat thing and then the one tricky thing about this is no NDA, open to developers. Matter of fact, send us emails. Michael B. Yes, I myself heard it from from a retailer. Maybe not. Maybe may have heard it as an official part of negotiations. But I'll leave it there. So. Bobby one says 4K EX, the ultimate double down. We can't sell it, so let's double down and make more expensive machines. I mean, it's giving the promise of what we all expected the 4K P to be, and
unfortunately,
me,
that's probably what's going to cost.
yeah, but to me, that's a wee bit late. And the one thing about, if you read the words on the, open to devs, no NDAs, send us your ideas to arcadeideas at AtGames.com. This reminds me of something, and this is going to cross into the other part of my channel. Reminds me of something that Guitar Center did earlier this year, where they said, we are going to go ahead and make our own branded guitars. We are going to make them better than Fender, better than Gibson, better than Paul Reed Smith. Heck, we're going to make the best guitars out there. They're going to be so different because you, the customers, are going to give us your ideas of what the perfect guitar would be, and we're going to build it. And we're not going to pay you for your ideas.
Ha!
That's the fine print that I think is going to be in this non-NDA. You don't have an agreement. You send an idea and go, you know what? If this damn thing could be at a 45-degree angle instead of a 90, that would kick ass. And they do it, and you just made them tons of money.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Appreciate
So
the idea.
yeah, that was genius. We actually thought about that about 5 minutes before you sent it in, but you just reinforced it. So thanks,
Mhm.
man. Thanks. That's where I see this could go, and I've seen people already talk about it that way. And like I said, when I just made the parallel to what Guitar Center's doing, it totally gave me that vibe. So yeah, that's what I think is happening with that. I I miss my 4KP. I do. A 4K EX is nothing I would consider at all. I mean, especially if you're going to tell me it's just the tables I'm already getting at 4K on this device, because you still have your relationships with Magic Pixel and Farsight for now,
Mhm.
but you don't have a relationship with Zen anymore.
All right. And that's the big
Or,
one.
or is this that gray area where both parties say they'll give you more information in the near future?
Hmm.
Like,
Some like,
like,
you know what?
can we get
We're
back
not gonna,
together kind of deal?
you know what? Once you go ahead and get your shit together, you keep a clean house. You go ahead and learn how to cook, and you paint and you cut the damn grass once a week. I will come by and we'll start talking about dating again.
Oh, I've heard that. I've had that conversation before.
So, and this is pure speculation, pure.
Grow up, prove to me that you've grown up, and I might come back.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, some of these ideas for the 4K EX are to run a platform that is compatible with native Zen Pinball FX. Yep. So Fat Hawk says, bought it for Zen, sold it because of Zen. Zen was not a great experience. I think it
Yeah.
became a good experience. Great. Depends on where you're throwing your judging. If you're going on, it's not 4K. Yep, that is a hard fail. However, get as old as me. Can you really tell the difference between 4K and 2K?
Yeah.
Don't know if I can, especially with things are in motion. Once you pass 1080p, your perception of improvement diminishes. So from 720 to 1080 was a good enough jump. You can see that one. And dear
Yes.
God, from 480, to 720, yes. 1080 to 2K,
Mm-mm.
I guarantee you, if you went ahead and did not a blindfold test, but a test where look at that, look at this, look at that, you might not get it every time.
Yeah.
Right.
And
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 that's
and then 2K to 4K, definitely. I mean, you see it on TVs, and a lot of that involves a whole bunch of stuff: source material, where you're streaming it from, artifacting, all sorts of stuff. Because artifacting looks like shit on 4K. You can, a pixel that turns into 9 times its size. Yeah, it gets blatant.
yeah.
But when you're talking with a clean signal, not traveling a distance, going to a 2K or a 4K machine, I'm not sure if you took your Blu-ray player and put it on two like TVs side by side that you could really, really beat up the display.
Yeah, and see that's why a lot of us assumed, and I guess I know AtGames said it too, that Zen was coming to the HDP. That it was supposed to come to the HDP because we're assuming that between 1260 and 1080p and sometimes 1440, you're not going to be able to tell the difference. Should be able to just
Okay,
downscale.
I agree with you on not telling the difference, yes. However, you're talking about asking Zen to port the table again.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Unless you decided
that's
to,
what the main
unless you
issue is.
decided to go ahead and create a downscaling you know framework,
Right,
which is going to impact performance, which is
that's
already
true.
being questioned on the 4K device. So in a world where the next phase of Zen tables were really big name licenses, and things like that. And you know the complexities of having your IP owners get in the loop to judge and grade your port. I mean, literally, these IP owners, even though you made a table in Pinball FX, for as an example, and then you wanted to port it over to another platform, let's call it the Xbox or the AtBox, that is going to be reviewed, judged, and graded on its own merits by the IP holder. It's not just a, hey, you liked it last time, I'm going to go ahead and do it over here. No, you actually get involved in the process, which makes the porting process not as simple. Like I said earlier, it's not just a press a button and you converted it. It's not like going from JPEG to GIF. Nope.
Yeah.
It is totally redoing the whole thing.
Wow.
So let's see what I got here. AtGames has to be barely hanging on. They should be focused on getting as many tables as they can out. New pinball machine should be on the side burner. Well, I didn't run marketing, nor did I eventually have as much clout as I thought I did. But I'm just going to say, on May 22nd, if there was a Mandalorian skinned table running Mandalorian in every lobby of every movie theater, shit would sell itself.
Yeah.
I have no doubt that in every theater, if you had that there and let people play it after they just saw the damn movie, are you kidding? The wallet was already out. You spent $100 to go see the movie with your family,
Yeah.
and that's not if you bought popcorn. So yeah, at that point, damn. But these things are what they are. Mike Hawk Hertz, I'm jumping down there, says just picked up World Cup soccer and a couple others been sitting on. Back to his offline mode. Fair enough, buddy.
Oh man.
I need to get a actually alcoholic beverage. Anybody
Okay.
want to take 2 minutes? You guys good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We passed the hour. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the magic. We're getting a refill, and this time I will remember to hit the run ad button. I think. I'm not sure. But let's go ahead and take a quick break. I'm gonna get a drink, maybe take that piss I've been thinking about, and we will be back here in just 2 shakes. Oh, I said it. I don't know if we have to mute our mics or not. I don't think so. Maybe we do. I'm going to. Paging all co-hosts. Paging all co-hosts. We will be going live in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Going live. There we go. Ba ba da ba ba ba. So, how was that break? This portion of the show is brought to you by The Beast. Mean Green, 6.0% alcohol, not too damn bad on the sugar, which is why I can drink it. Because I can no longer drink my Long Island iced teas from Cutwater because they will spike my blood sugar in a very negative way. Very, very, very bad. So what did we miss in the chat since we did that? I think only 3 things came through, it looked like. Gamer Fridge didn't see ads. I clicked it, so I didn't see it either. So that's up to YouTube. I don't know. I've been attending classes on their memberships as well as other things, and, some things are a mystery. They really are. Have you been invited to the membership stuff, Chaotic?
I think I was, but I never joined it or anything. I was just been too busy.
Well, trust me, I'm taking my lunch breaks to do some of these during the day and stuff, but it is interesting. YouTube is broken all the time. Well, no, okay. Little Alien got an ad. Now, Sean, I did not say R2-1 because we have seen many times in movies that's how they count down. They don't say the last ones out loud because they don't want them on mic. Little Alien's been a member for 26 months. Oh, my God. Oh, well, maybe he doesn't see ads for any show. I don't because I'm also paying for that YouTube stuff. But
So Todd,
26 months, wow.
You got your Wonderland all set up in your room now.
Yes, I do.
You enjoying it?
Yes, I am.
Good, buddy. Good.
Apparently, Michael B doesn't pay for YouTube because he got an ad.
Ads were shown.
All right, we're seeing it. But look at these. Everyone's bragging now. We got 26 months, 32 months, 31 months. Wowza. I mean, right now, you guys aren't getting that many perks. I do some members-only videos, not a lot. One thing I'm considering doing, and let me know what you guys think. When we end this stream, I can make it go from public to members-only, and that way the members get this last little segment of the show, maybe like a Q&A or, behind-the-scenes kind of stuff.
Yep.
So something I've been considering. And one thing I learned today, this works pretty cool. So we record this show, or we do this live, and then I pull the trigger, say goodbye to everybody. I'll see the members in a minute. We go members only. Immediately, it's just the members, paying members that are watching the stream. And when that ends, the way that YouTube archives it, they archive it in 2 parts. The beginning, which was everything, and that's public. And then that last little section that was members only, just that section gets saved as a separate stream or video that the members only get to go watch after the fact if they want to as well.
Yeah.
Here's the cool part. Dig this. You're a paid member. You didn't get a chance to watch the show. You watch the regular part, the public part. As soon as it ends, it catches the fact that you're a member and automatically starts playing the members only last part.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
I didn't even know that. That came up as a question I asked in class today. So some
Pretty
neat
cool.
stuff. They were teaching us how to make more emojis and reactions and stuff. So I'm going to work on making this better for you guys. Not just the simple couple of hey you videos or early release videos. So going to work on it. I promise. What did I miss? Oh, Fat Hog's a new member. Look at that. We got members. You weren't supposed to tell them it was feet videos, okay? You weren't supposed to do that. Oh, there we go. It's all about the feet now. Damn. But honestly, right now I think I've got it for 99 cents. You guys are just helping keep the lights on. So anybody who's doing that, totally appreciate you. Totally. So back to our regularly scheduled. Everyone's in there for the feet. Wait, did I actually do the video about my nail polish? No.
No.
Okay. I
I
don't
don't
know.
remember that.
Oh, I'll have to do that. Yes, because they keep when I go for pedicures, they're like, "Do you want to do a color this time?" Like, and I don't know. I did green for St. Patrick's Day. I'm not feeling it right now. Mike Hawk Hurts is a member for 33 months. Awesome. You guys
Mike
rock.
wins.
Totally damn rock. So, do you guys have any more thoughts on the 4K EX before we jump around? Jump around. Jump around.
Not the EX. No, I think we're good there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what else to say on it. I mean, honestly, who I don't know many people in our community that are going to buy it, and I know the chat's going to say I pre-order and buy everything. I just don't see myself buying that. So,
B Kirby just gifted 10 memberships. Sweet, bro. Thank you very much. Well, that's another thing we talked about in the membership class because I can't gift them because this is a brand account that I have. This is not my main account. Brand accounts can't give gifts.
Yeah.
And also, you can't direct gifts at certain people. So, say I wanted to go ahead and, all the people that were here, for the first time, just go ahead and pick their names and gift them a free month. Can't do that yet, but they're talking about it, and I like that YouTube's listening for those kind of things. So,
yeah,
what was that?
that's true. Pete Kirby is a cooler guy in person.
Yeah. Super awesome, dude.
Oh yeah.
I have not met many people in person because I didn't go to shows. Maybe I can do that. We'll see.
You need to next
do.
year. You need to come to go to
See.
Cleveland. Maybe I'll see you there.
The funny thing is, me and Rich Wadello are also trying to work on what we're doing next year, guitar/music wise, because I did not go on the Monsters of Rock cruise this year, and I fracking regret it. Every video I saw from those hair bands from the '90s that were there and just kicking ass, and just everyone enjoying themselves on this just party cruise for 5 days with people that have like interests. It's so much different than regular cruise. You go on a regular cruise, everyone's there. Okay, well, we're going to Mexico. I'm going to see these things. I'm going to sightseeing. I'm going to drink a lot. I'm going to swim a lot. I'll do the formal dinner once because they give you one for free. No, this is a ship full of people who have a very common interest.
Yeah.
I mean, you make friends instantly on a cruise like that. Instantly.
I mean,
so the
if
fact
we
that
if we go on a Creed cruise, I think we're all Creed fans. I think we'll all have some kind
I mean,
of agreement there.
For sure.
Scott and I
For
have the
sure.
same name. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
You kid? I actually sang 2 Creed songs in church back in the day. Not telling you which ones, but I did.
No, with arms wide open, man.
Arms wide open.
There may have been one. What about 6 Feet Over the Edge?
Yeah,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Where's Gallagher
So-
guy when you need him?
Yeah, that the man's an angel when he sings it.
Oh yes, it's music perfection.
I don't have the right microphone here, so I'm not going to try. So, but yeah, so again, Richard Waddell and I are looking at that. We're looking at going to a trade show called NAMM. That's the National Association of Musicians and something else. Totally great show. A lot of artists are there, so you're not just seeing the latest and greatest new things. You're also hanging out with artists and blah blah blah. So I'll see if I can squeeze in at least like you said, the Cleveland one. It's still a haul for me. I mean, if it was in Cincinnati, that'd be easy peasy. Cleveland's a little longer of a drive, but yeah, we could figure something out. And that brings up the question. There's Bobby A1. Anyone going to Cleveland? Says they moved to downtown.
They did.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's
I
several
will
people
be.
that are going. Yeah,
I'll see.
I'm more interested in going to Pastimes.
Not familiar.
Pastimes
should.
Arcade.
You should.
Yeah, I should. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's the
Yeah,
largest.
I will be
largest,
schooled.
It's the largest arcade in the world, man.
Saiyan Spirit says a Rascal Richard Jello meetup needs to be recorded. It actually will be. Um, I'm going to just share this, everybody. I hope your wife already knows Richard Jello. We're talking about making a week of it. Go early,
Awesome.
go to Disneyland because the show's in Anaheim. So, damn it, if I'm going to be spending 2 or 3 days in Anaheim to go to the music show, got to do Disneyland. So we're looking at doing a couples thing on that. Of course, I get to write it off of my taxes, but oh well. Hey, it's a business trip. I'm going to the NAMM show. Everything about that, at least those 3 days, totally has to get paid for, by my company. So that's the only good thing about being a YouTuber is you can write shit off like this. Make it a full-blown experience. Indeed, indeed. But yeah, he may be on camera, or he may, be my cameraman. We may trade off on that one. But what do you think of Arcades Anonymous cruise?
Yeah.
Well, what does a cruise ship hold? 10,000 people? I forget how many thousands of people a cruise ship holds, but if we could sell it out, that'd be a blast. I mean, we'll sit there and I'll guess.
That's a lot of arcade cabinets we need to get on that ship.
A
lot of
we'll
pinball
do a
on
lot.
that ship.
We'll do some live streams from the pool deck.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take one of the instead of having a concert, a venue, it'll be an arcade venue,
Yep.
and we'll do that. So, yeah, you know what?
And
Let's just get right on there.
I'm putting Chaotic in charge of leveling all of those pinball tables as we're on the sea. So get your app out. We're going to be leveling these, and you just
Sounds
have
good.
Let's hit a few more of the topics I had on here because I worked hard on this. Let's see, is there anything else that is AtGames related? Yes, there is. And this one, I'm very interested in. I don't think we have a slide for it. That is the SSF kit for the old Legends Pinball, the original Legends Pinball.
Okay. My first question on this, obviously they're going to be doing a lot of work behind the scenes and all this. How much is this thing going to cost? Like, honestly, how much is this thing?
We don't know. The old 4K,
I know they haven't formally announced it, but
well, let's go back in time. The old 4K boards used to cost how much? Because you're going to have to replace your main board. There's I don't see
$399,
any way you can do a new daughter board on this.
I think when I worked in customer service, I think we were charging customers $399.
That was for which board?
The 4K board.
Okay, so
The HD board, I think, was like $179.
so you got, let's just say you plus you're going to need either they're going to make this board have the SSF built into it, so you're taking the whole main board and baking SSF into it and replacing it, or you're going to go ahead and have a new main board that allows you to accept a daughter board.
Yeah.
You can go either way, but to me, if you're going to still produce the original Legends Pinball, they're still going to make those, then you come out with the next version of the board that has pins for a daughter board for SSF, like 4K did, and that's your thing. So those who want to buy the SSF on older units are going to have to buy the main board upgrade and then the daughter board that comes with the SSF kit. That's my take on it. Again, I'm thinking about support. At least if this is a version 3 or version 4, it's actually way past that, of the Legends Pinball board, it'll still be doing exactly what the other one did, but have the upgrade path.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the other part on this is who here installed their SSF kit in their 4KP?
No, mine came in.
I did. Matter of fact, I think I did a video on it. Hell, I helped record the training video for the people who did their official video. But that had everything pre-marked. inside. If you've ever seen anybody do an install in the video, they've shown
Yeah,
you that
I've watched
the
it.
holes were pre-drilled.
Yep.
You know, you had everything was just lined up. It was pretty damn perfect. I'm not gonna lie. That was one of the smoothest self-install upgrades you could do. The hardest part was taking the monitor off and getting those ribbon cables to go back in. Other than that, everything else was easy peasy. My wife, who doesn't do this stuff, helped me and went smooth. I literally did one of those sit backs and what do we do next? Okay, show me which one. And she nailed it. And this is a woman who, if I asked her to hook the Xbox up onto a different TV, would blow up one of the or both of them easily. Easily. I would be out a console or a TV. So there's a little bit of a, you're not going to have that. You're not going to have the pre-drilled holes. You're not going to have all this other stuff. So it's going to be a little bit more of, it's going to need a little more finesse to get this installed. Because you're talking about 4 exciters. Now think about it. The 4K P also had a subwoofer built into it.
Mm-hmm.
There's not been mention about the sub. No one has said anything about a sub for this kit for the Legends Pinball. Because if they did, how are you going to pull that off? That's a big ass hole in the bottom. You got to drill.
You have to cut a 10-inch hole.
Yeah, that's not going to be easy. The only thing I think about is using the one that Buy Stuff did, which was more of a vibrating motor on the bottom that you just have a hole and run a wire through, put that little thing on the bottom there, and that resonates that at a certain frequency. So, little answer. The haptics kit is $300 to $400. It's far less expensive than the Buy Stuff one. The Buy Stuff one I've got half installed. I actually have all the electronics installed. I don't have the other two, whatchamacallits. What do you call those baby speakers that vibrate? Come on.
Exciters.
Thank you. I don't have the other 2 exciters installed. This stuff's getting old. Don't get old, okay? You forget simple words like exciters, okay? Just at the dinner table, we were talking about something. I'm like, I lost my train of thought. Why am I in this room? Shit, I gotta pee. Yeah. Totally sucks. So, but if this is almost as good, and I'll give it almost as good as the SSF kit on the 4KP, I'm actually interested. Because that's what I miss the most about my 4KP is my SSF. Hearing that ball rolling around the damn table and everything, and when you can actually feel where a bumper's being hit with your eyes closed. Oh yeah, that's upfield. No, that's downfield. Loved it. So that's something I'm going to go ahead and look more into as they release more information on it. What are you guys' thoughts?
I'm just worried that it's going to outprice itself. If it's going to be $500, $600, who's gonna really want to do that for their HD?
Well, I'm going to back you up and say, if the 4K, if the reason you want the 4K is because it has SSF, but you're okay with your current 1080p, there's a lot of wiggle room in there. Because to get a 4KP is going to cost you what, $1,500?
Yeah.
Is that with or without the SSF kit nowadays?
Without.
Without. Okay. So you're talking 2Gs to go ahead and get yourself an SSF kit 4KP. If you told me, you know what, the best part of that, the SSF, I can get you for $750, people will consider it. I think the sweet spot is 5 or below. Is where I think it is.
Yeah, I see $499 coming, regardless.
Yeah. And now the thing that I'm hoping for.
Will it go on sale? I think that's a possibility too.
Don't know. But you, Chaotic, are totally aware of using DOF links to go ahead and take advantage of that SSF you got in your 4KP via OTG. So if that same functionality, the same framework, whatever you want to call it, APIs, would work to get your Pinball FX OTG to do SSF on your new upgraded Legends Pinball. That's interesting.
Hmm.
Let's see. What did Little Alien say? There are people who didn't move from the HD to 4KP when it was $10.99. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, $3.99. There you go. Thank you, Jason. I think you're right about that.
Well, one thing I was thinking about, and some people have chatted about this, is well, you know what? This probably isn't going to happen because they announced that 4K upgrade board
Yep.
for the original ones, and that didn't come to play. That got canceled. So why I have one thing to say about that 4K upgrade kit. It didn't give you a third screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were going to have, and oh, by the way, it didn't give you a 4K monitor either, playfield.
Right.
Right.
Correct.
All it gave you was the upgraded processor of the 3588 and what it could do. So basically, what it would give you is what's now called the HDP.
Correct.
Right.
That's what it would have given you. Wait, no, the HTB does have that third screen. Has the DMD. It's itty bitty, but it's got a DMD.
Right.
So I think that was not the right product at the time. That was before I got there. So although I did get to test it out, I literally did upgrade a ALP with that board. I upgraded two of them. And I upgraded an ALU with that board too, which later became the ALU HD.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think people would have eventually poo-pooed that board once they got to use it, only because you're going to see a 4KP right there, right next to you, you know, and it's got three screens. It's got 4K on the playfield. I feel I made the mistake. I should have used that money from that board, sold my ALP, and gotten a 4KP.
Mm.
So, but now
That's
you
true.
guys both have SSF, right?
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, and Sean, when he was on the show, and will still, if he's still watching, not playing his game, will tell you, me talking him into SSF was one of the best recommendations he ever took. He was on the fence. Matter of fact, he was butthurt because he did not get the pre-order install thing, at the time.
Yeah.
And when the price changed, he lost $100. He was going to pay $100 more than he would have previously. I think that's the story, right, Sean? Back me up. But yeah, as he just said right there, SSF is a must. That makes it.
Well, I'm going to go and buy the OTG right now before the clock hits midnight and they do something crazy. So
Good call. Good call.
I'm going to go do
So
that
that
right
actually ends all of what we had on AtGames. You guys have any other AtGames news I missed in the last week?
now. Well, heck, there was so much bombardment. I'm sure.
I know.
I'm sure there's something else we probably missed.
I was messaging some friends. I'm like, damn, you've been busy.
Yes, I did spend enough money in Milwaukee. Let me go spend some more money right now. Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Yeah,
AtGames.
Jason did mention that he would like to see AtGames offer a better back box.
Aw, look at him
Like a
talking
back
about the
box
buy stuff
upgrade.
one that Scott had an involvement in. That was a great time. I loved helping them with that. That was killer. I think over half the ones that went out there had my my graphics on there. So badass. Yeah. That's all we got for AtGames. I don't think we missed anything. Oh, the one point on the SSF kit though was they did commit, and this is what really boggled my mind, that Farsight and Magic Pixel packs will be ported to support SSF on the HD.
Yes.
Farsight. See, it's the second time they mentioned it in a week, and that's. I haven't talked to. I think is it Bobby King? Is that the CEO? I'll have to look at my Rolodex. I haven't talked to the guys over there to see what they're exactly doing. I'd like to get them on the phone. Maybe I should get them on a stream. I'm listening and playing Crimson Desert. Well, we're going to talk about your Crimson Desert in a minute. Let's jump. Let's get that goodness on here. I'm going. You didn't even change scenes like you're supposed to. You just did that the old-fashioned way. We'll get there quickly.
There's scenes.
There's
Yes.
scenes.
On the left-hand side, the default scene only had us, and then the screen sharing scene would jump to that.
Dude, I ain't never used scenes before. What is scenes?
Scenes are awesome. Not to mention the fact that you could bake in your intro and outro videos.
You blew his mind. You blew his mind right now.
He didn't come directly from Farsight, I don't believe. I know he worked at Farsight, but I think at that point, Farsight's staff had been reduced drastically. So, God, why am I getting so much stuff from work? I don't. I'm going to close Teams. That's it. Just sign out of Teams. Go bye-bye. We use Teams at my current job, so that's why it's blowing me up. All right. So we answer those questions, and bingo. So here, we'll get this one really fast. This is, to me, unheard of, because we've been seeing in the console community everything going up, up, up. The PlayStations went up, what, $50, $100, $150. Xbox had price increases. Hell, Game Pass had a price increase, a drastic one. Now they're cutting back. I mean, you're talking on Ultimate, $29.99 a month down to $22.99 a month. That's $7. Math in my head says that's almost 25%. Roughly, it's about 23. And then the PC version cut down $2.50 from $16.49 to $13.99. That's great news. I mean, in a world where everything is costing more, to have big company tell you we're going to cut our subscriptions down, because every subscription is going up. Netflix is going up right now. I don't know if Apple TV is, but I've seen in the last 3 months, 3 of the streaming services say they're increasing their prices. It's either that or they're going to add more ads, even though you're paying, or they're going to do both. So this is news to me. The one catch they had on there is their little caveat is that future Call of Duty titles will not go live day one. So
Right.
let's say Call of Duty comes out March 1st of 2026 or 7. You won't get it in Game Pass until the holidays of 2027.
Correct.
Now, does that mean Christmas holiday, or we just got to go wrap in and go? It's Thanksgiving, so it's the holidays. But so that's their caveat on that. I don't think I saw any other caveats baked into that. Did you?
No, none of the other caveats like that.
And I'm glad. The thing I'm glad about is that when this changed, I was just about to go ahead and burn up some gift cards to extend my Game Pass Ultimate, because I get gift cards from doing all my Microsoft rewards stuff and everything. Yeah, the fact that they cut down, that's nice. Good timing. Good timing. And speaking of online services, click. You can do it.
Gotcha.
So I didn't. There's just so many images I could have chosen. And I chose this one. This is the PlayStation itself, not PlayStation Network. The PlayStation itself is now adding a 30-day phone home to check your DRM. Even if the game you purchased doesn't play anything online, it's not an online game. It is a standalone game that's not multiplayer. It's not online. Nothing. Matter of fact, it didn't even ask for a damn update when you put in the disc. It is what it is. Bam. Now your PlayStation has to phone home every 30 days to revalidate your DRM. Now it's funny because we go back to the DRM on AtGames stuff. Remember how people were going nuts on all that stuff? And we have offline mode, but the offline mode, you gotta, at one point in time, you had to do the same thing: check in at a certain amount of time, blah blah blah, to check your DRM. Now Sony's taking this route.
Well, you remember Xbox One when it was first ever announced? The console had to be online all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that blowback and because Sony made fun of them, just like, hey, man, that's a cool game. Can I borrow that? Sure. Here you go. Sony made that joke on
is
stage.
this news? Is this news? I've seen way too many things directly from Sony about this. So, yeah, this is... I mean, even Steam isn't this strict.
Mm.
You could literally go ahead and install the game on 2 computers, launch it on computer 1, and then quit it, disconnect that machine from the internet, go to computer 2, launch it, go back to computer 1 that's disconnected, and still play. But they didn't have a timeout.
Right.
Steam, unless the licensee implicitly requests it, does not phone home. Now, there are some other licenses that are some properties that are going to go ahead and tell you must go online till you can't play it until then. I actually think Pinball FX is in that camp.
Mm.
So, what are thoughts on this? And by the way, there's a caveat. This only applies. I had it in the notes as apples. I'm sorry, I typed that wrong. I can't type. This only applies to new purchases. So all your old installed games are not going to be required to phone home. Is purchases after mid-April.
Okay.
So.
And it's digital purchases too. So physical.
Correct.
Won't have that issue.
Well, that's a gray area. I mean, nowadays, is anything a physical purchase?
That's a good point. Most games.
Although the physical ones do look at the disc for DRM.
Correct.
So I guess that gets around it. Sean says, yeah, everything before mid-April is good. It's a purchase afterwards. Yep, that's exactly how I read that.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of big. I mean, this is one of the things we talked about when we're looking at DRM back at AtGames is I'm going to take this pinball machine, I'm going to get it all the way I want it, and I'm going to take it to my cabin in the woods. So when me and the guys go hunting, we come back, we can get drunk and play pinball. I ain't got internet out there on purpose. I don't have cellular out there on purpose.
Yeah.
So this is just my retreat away from society. The only thing I want to do is play pinball drunk after I went ahead and shot at everything and missed it, unless it was my friends, and damn it, they forgave me anyway. So this is the kind of thing I'm thinking. I got my PlayStation 5. I've bought my 5 favorite games. They're loaded on there. I take this to the cabin. Now I got to bring it home every 30 days or find a hotspot or God knows what to go ahead and get my DRM checked. And I don't know how they designed this because maybe each game has to phone home, not just the system. There's not enough details on this, but so I went ahead and I brought it home. I went ahead and launched 4 of those games. They're cool for 30 days. I forgot to do the 5th. I go back to the cabin. Son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I have to think this is going to be something that they're going to change. They're going to get enough pushback that some part of this might change. I don't unless their licensors are just going nuts against them.
Right. Requiring internet period is just like, come on, man.
Oh, darn it. I swore again. I'm sorry. I've been much better. Much better. Ay, coño carajo. Oh, I can swear in Spanish.
Uh,
All right, so that is that. We only had two more things on this list. Not bad, because I thought this show was going to go well past 2 hours, and we've done pretty well.
Yep.
I'm going to
Ready to move
clicky
on?
clicky. Here, I'll let you do it. Go ahead.
Gotcha.
How's this one, guys? Steam controller. Granted, it's pricey.
I mean, so is what the Xbox
Elite.
One. Yeah.
Yeah, if you equate this to the Elite, then it's actually cheaper. If you equate it just an Xbox controller, yeah, or or standard PS5 controller. But aren't there high-end PS5 controllers too? You got the Dual Sense.
I have no idea. Is there?
I think Sean, you would know what's higher up than the Dual Sense on the PS5 controllers. I believe there is one. He would know. He is PlayStation. He bleeds PlayStation Blue. So, but $99 has all the same controls you're used to on your Steam Deck. You got the two touch pads. You got the things in the back. Saiyan Spirit says 200. The DualSense Edge is what Little Alien thinks I'm talking about. Sean confirms it's the Edge. So that's a $200 controller. I'm pretty sure that does things that aren't illegal in some states. But but there were some cool things about this. One, to get the speed, it's not Bluetooth. It actually is going to be a dedicated wireless connection. You think the 2.4 is it gigahertz that you use on a lot of your wireless devices nowadays. You plug a dongle in for your mouse, that's going on a 2.4 gigahertz spectrum, very similar to what Wi-Fi does. So high speed, low latency. This actually has a dongle, a wired dongle that plugs in to your Steam Deck dock, and it's twofold. It is the wireless communication. It's also the charger. So you think of all your phones that have these magnetic chargers. That little dongle, you just bring it closer to your controller, it magnetically jumps to it and it starts charging. So you're not using USB-C anymore. You're not having to go ahead and get a special charging stand, so to speak. So very interesting how they're doing this. Yeah. And 35 hours of gameplay, that's pretty strong. Because I know my PlayStation controllers at about 3 hours start warning me that they're more than halfway empty. So, but, if any of you have played with the Steam Deck in dock mode on a TV, you know it's a good experience. However, it's if you've played the game before handheld on the Steam Deck and are used to all those controls, where they are and what they do, you are then limited when you go ahead and use an Xbox controller. It's not the same. So this might be something that's coming to my my TV down here. Because I do have a dock for my Steam Deck. I do like playing my Steam library on the TV. So what do you guys think? You guys... And oh, by the way, hold on. Let me back up, Chaotic. This also works for any other handheld device that runs Steam OS.
Yeah, so it'll work on my Legion Go. That's cool.
There you go.
There you go.
Exactly. Legion Go. What's the other one?
You could do it on
it
a
wasn't
ROG
Laser-
Ally,
Yeah, the ROG Ally. Uh-huh.
Steam Deck, of course.
Yep.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah. So the market's out there for a lot of things. Like I said, a little high priced, but if you're used to using those controllers, that's great. And I'm sure this will work with the new Steam box when it comes out.
Oh, see,
would
that's
hope
what
so.
That's what I'm waiting on.
I'm hoping that should be a given right there.
Yeah.
That it should work with it.
Yeah. Now, they did say this also can support Bluetooth, but they say it will not work with Switch. I'm pretty sure I also read PlayStation and Xbox. So why have Bluetooth built into it? I don't know. Maybe, I guess, for other devices, like you said, the Rogue Ally and things like that, if you, want to use it that way. So, but yeah, how much news was there this week? You know what I'm saying? I don't even pay attention.
Jam packed.
Let's go with one last one here. And this will be near and dear to some people's hearts. Steam is allowing you to download the volume 1 of the soundtrack to Crimson Desert.
No way.
So if you've been digging that music, you can download it. But wait, there's more. You don't even have to own Crimson Desert on Steam. If you were playing that at a friend's house and you say, that shit's cool, you could download the soundtrack on Steam yourself for free.
Really?
Yes. I mean, that's small news, but I thought it was cool. Let's see. Mike Hawkhart says it's a buy for me, although I've said that about a lot of gear. And Sean says they are doing way more than enough. Yeah, they recently did a bunch of stuff to Crimson Desert, didn't they?
Yeah, they did a bunch of patches, bunch of updates. My daughter still plays it every now and then. I still haven't really touched it yet.
Yeah, I keep seeing all sorts of stuff coming out. Little Alien goes ahead and throws you the link there. You can click on that and go get that soundtrack for free. They don't say how long it's going to last, but hey, once you download it, you own it. That's the way it works.
Yeah.
The question is Rascal buying the Neo Geo? It's a no.
No. What?
It's a no.
No way.
Yeah, way.
Come on.
I've got way too much gear. Really,
You can never have enough, Rascal. Never.
When you get as old as me, okay, and then you start thinking about who has to go through all of this shit when you're no longer on this earth.
That's what kids are for. That's what kids are for.
Oh, if my daughter was still watching the show right now, she'd be, yes, that's all mine. That's all mine. When my dad goes, actually, she wants some of it now. She wants my OG Game Boy. Yeah, she wants one of my arcade cabs.
Funny you should say that. My daughter wanted my PlayStation 2 and ended up having to buy her one.
Little Alien says, exactly, that's why I sold 1,500 games. Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, you realize that you haven't played half the stuff you've purchased in the last 5 years. And, you start having to go ahead and justify to yourself. And not even with the story you make up to tell your wife that, well, yes, it's that, this is, I'm going to have it on the channel. I'm going to make $1 million in revenue on YouTube just streaming this game. It's going to pay for itself in 5 days. Yeah, no, I don't tell those lies because I don't believe in myself anymore. Now, granted, other smaller, cheaper gear I still buy until I get sponsorships, but yeah, I'm still waiting for what's that X Arcade thing that they haven't called me on. Yeah, still waiting on them to call me and say we'd love to send you one if you play it all the time.
Seems a little bitter to me.
Oh, I'm very bitter on that one. I missed that boat. They were just letting every Tom, Dick, and Harry on that boat, and I wasn't aware. And then all of a sudden, they pulled the boarding plank, and nope, sorry, we're selling tickets now to this ride. Totally missed it. I'm jealous of all you guys who have it and also purchased it.
I was about to say I purchased mine.
Yeah, I was not lucky enough to get one, but and I actually have 2 of them. So yeah.
Now that looks totally badass. I mean, I still have that 3D printed monstrosity that I made. Is it still there? No, it's in another room. But it does the job for the fact that I spent probably less than $15 in filament and springs and stuff. It does the job for Pinball FX VR, so I'm happy. It's not as cool as what you guys have because that, especially the haptics. Yeah, that looks cool. So, what did I miss in this lineup? I think I gathered more news than we usually cover in a year.
Oh man, I pretty much covered it all. That was a bunch, dude.
That it is.
Oh yeah, when I shared the outline with Chaotic earlier today, he's like, Oh shit!
Yeah.
I said, you know what?
Jam-packed show.
If we have to do a part two, we'll do a part two. Trust me, I've got to wake up early tomorrow. I have to be at my first physical therapy at 9 a.m., which means get up, get ready, and travel 45 minutes to get there. So I'm not looking forward to that. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, guys, tell everybody where they can find you when you're not hanging out with me. Brian, you
Yeah.
go first.
Oh, I go first.
Sure.
Yes, you go
So,
first.
so you can find me on my channel, Chaotic BPR, as well as Arcades Anonymous. Sometimes on Just Todd, sometimes on Gamer Fridge's show as well. I have a show on Thursdays called Yo Retro. I think I might be doing an episode this week because I think we need to cover the AtGames stuff again. And also
Do it.
I'll send you the
Do it.
slideshow.
and get my co-host's reaction to everything. Six. A lot of people love Half a Dozen, so they want to get us reaction to all of the AtGames.
Tell him that he needs to can all of that just for the show. He can't, he can't just, have opinion until Yo Retro go live.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. So
Oh,
look
wait,
for us on there.
did we miss this? TMNT updates?
Why, little alien? Why?
When does
Too
that
much
come out?
jam packed.
What's he talking about? Is he talking about the?
Is he talking about the software update for the game, or is he talking about the machine itself?
Yeah, I guess he's probably talking about the 4KP root skin, right?
Well, we talked about that already.
Yeah.
Unless Shredder's
Software,
Revenge has an
yeah.
update or something, or I'm not aware. I'll have to look at that. TMNT Splintered Fate. Nope, that's old shit. Okay, nope, I don't see anything about that. Well, you'll have to tell me all about it, little alien. I'll go ahead and cover it next week. So I promise to do a show next week. I really mean it this time. All right. Well, Nerd Lounge Master 84. Where can we find you? And tell us about the new show you started.
So yeah, the new show is Just Todd, and it's kind of an open forum. I wanted to give a space where people that there's a lot of us that stream, a lot of us that are in this community. We know the names, we know we know what their opinions are and things, but we never get to hear from them directly. They never are on a live stream or whatnot. So wanted to give a platform for people to do that, and Just Todd is what really just kind of bored out of that. So I'm excited. I'm hoping to continue to get people like Fat Hog that you don't see a lot. He's been on your retro, but he's not been in a lot of other shows. And but I'm hoping to get a lot of the other people that are out there, and they don't have to turn their camera on. They could just, call in and just give me their opinion on something and just, tell me how they're feeling. But aside from that, I'm on Open Fridge every Mondays with Jay Pixel. We get to hang out and do a very detailed show, multiple tabs every week about all the cool gaming stuff that's out there. Jay runs a fantastic show, and I'm glad to be part of it. But for those that are in the chat, last night I will make it tenfold because I'm the guy that makes sure that your comments and everything get on the show as well. And then of course Arcades Anonymous, I'm a host there as well. We have a lot of fun doing cool stuff there. So I'm all around every week. So
awesome. Well, I'm only streaming on this channel, and hopefully some new content coming out. I've got plenty of stuff I've got to review, but most of which involved my damn thumb. But I actually played guitar for 2 minutes this morning, and I didn't scream in pain. So there's a possibility that at least those 3 little portable guitar amps I got to try out, I can start doing videos on those and then get back into gaming videos. So knock on wood, this shit will get better. Also looking at live streaming games, some more.
awesome.
Give me an excuse to play. Although I'm debating whether that's going to be public, members only, or whatever. Because another thing I saw people do that teach us in the classes was take your back catalog and convert them all to members only.
Yep. Jay does that as well. He's had really good success out of that. So
we'll see. But we're going to do an experiment right now. I'm going to go ahead and let me see. Where is it up here? Let's see. There's a way that I can go ahead and I think if I hit end stream, it'll tell me if I want to make it members only. Here's the experiment, guys. We're going to go ahead and end the public show right now, and we're going to experiment with doing an after show for members only right now. So if I fail at that, I apologize. If not, we will see the rest of you guys next week, probably 9:30. All depend. You know how we fluctuate 9:30 based on Chaotic's work schedule, and then Todd and I are going to work out how we're going to go ahead and coexist and support each other.
absolutely.
There we go.
All right, so I'm going to try this right now. If I fail, we're all gone. If not, I'll see a few of you guys on the other side. He's clicking it. He's clicking it.
Peace.
Nope, that's not what I want. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Ah!
I almost fucked that one up. Okay, it's down here under engage with your audience. So you guys know where to find it. It's down there next to the emojis and the polls and stuff. So the same one you would hit for your polls has a members only live stream, which is a new feature.
Huh.
So I'm going to click that right now, and let's see if we go members only. I should see the concurrent viewers drop in 3, 2, 1. It says schedule. Start in 5 minutes. Oh, shit. Not start in 1 minute.
I don't see any of this.
1 minute countdown until we switch to members only. Well, you wouldn't see it unless you were streaming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So down there where you would normally look at the chat in YouTube, yep, little Ann just got the message.
It worked.
So in 1 minute, this turns members only. This is exciting. This is new. So we're going to be able to give you guys who are paying members the opportunity to ask us anything. Ask us anything in chat. And then we got to kill 60 seconds. So apple or peach? I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a timer in the upper left.
There is, really.
Where?
Interesting.
Not on me.
Not on me.
Huh. Maybe it's only for the members who are seeing it.
You lucky members.
Because I'm looking at the live stream myself. I don't see it. So, all right. Where's the... there
Mario
it
or
goes.
Luigi.
It's now 0.